What if a major long-term risk to Bitcoin isn't regulation, bans, or market crashes, but a computer that doesn't exist yet? A quantum computer powerful enough to break the cryptography, protecting hundreds of billions of dollars in Bitcoin. Quantum algorithms like Shor's could, on sufficiently powerful machines, derive private keys from public keys used in Bitcoin's ECDSA signatures. Bitcoin's ledger is public and permanent, so any public keys exposed today will remain visible in the future. Today, you'll see how Bitcoin's cryptography is being re-examined for the quantum era, why major institutions are formally disclosing this risk, and how a new quantum-safe Bitcoin network is already live for testing. Bitcoin relies on ECDSA, an elliptic curve digital signature algorithm, which is considered secure against today's classical computers for current key sizes. Quantum computers employ different computational models, and at scale they could run algorithms such as Shor's algorithm to solve the discrete logarithm problem underlying ECDSA. Once they're powerful and error-corrected enough, such machines could, in theory, derive private keys from certain exposed public keys. Bitcoin's blockchain records addresses and transactions on a public ledger that does not disappear over time. According to BTQ Technologies, approximately 6,260,000 Bitcoin, valued at around $650 to $750 billion at recent prices, currently sit in addresses with exposed public keys that could be vulnerable to such future attacks. This aligns with what security agencies call a harvest now, decrypt later scenario. Adversaries can collect data today that might be decrypted once quantum capabilities mature. In recent years, major research labs and companies have reported progress in quantum error correction and qubit scaling, steps toward practical large-scale quantum computers. Industry roadmaps published by several vendors set targets of hundreds of thousands to around 1 million physical qubits by roughly 2030, although these are aspirational goals rather than guarantees. Public commentary and prediction platforms cited by crypto researchers have estimated non-zero probabilities that quantum computers capable of breaking widely used public key cryptography could emerge around the 2030s. Large financial institutions are now documenting quantum risk in formal disclosures. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust prospectus, for example, explicitly warns that advances in quantum computing could undermine Bitcoin's cryptographic security and compromise wallets and the broader network. In parallel, U.S. government policy and NIST guidance direct federal agencies toward post-quantum cryptography with timelines to phase out vulnerable public key algorithms by 2030 and to prohibit them in most new deployments by 2035. These federal efforts do not directly apply to Bitcoin, but they show how seriously long-term quantum risk is being treated in national security and critical systems. On January 12, 2026, 17 years after Bitcoin's Genesis block, BTQ Technologies launched the Bitcoin Quantum Testnet. This network is described as the first quantum-safe fork of Bitcoin. Designed as a Bitcoin-compatible testnet that replaces ECDSA with post-quantum signatures, instead of ECDSA, Bitcoin Quantum uses MLDSA, a NIST standardized post-quantum digital signature algorithm selected as part of the U.S. government's PQC program and intended for use in protecting national security systems. The testnet is live, it is open and permissionless, with infrastructure for miners, developers, researchers, and users to participate, including nodes, a block explorer, and mining pools. To handle larger MLDSA signatures, Bitcoin Quantum increases the block size limit to 64 megabytes while retaining Bitcoin's proof-of-work consensus and overall economic model. Research firm Delphi Digital has described Bitcoin Quantum as a quantum canary network. Their report characterizes it as a parallel Bitcoin-compatible system built on Bitcoin Core that allows real-world testing of NIST standardized post-quantum signatures, including MLDSA, and migration schemes without impacting the Bitcoin mainnet. Historically, Bitcoin protocol changes such as SegWit and Taproot have required multi-year community discussions, implementations, and activations reflecting a deliberately conservative development culture. A separate testnet such as Bitcoin Quantum provides a live environment for experimenting with quantum-safe cryptography and tooling while the main Bitcoin network continues to operate unchanged. The purpose of post-quantum workarounds for Bitcoin is to preserve the security properties that made it useful as a store of value and a settlement network, even as cryptographic assumptions evolve. Governments are already planning for a transition to post-quantum algorithms. Large asset managers are formalizing quantum risk in disclosures, and specialized teams are building and auditing quantum-resistant infrastructure such as Bitcoin Quantum. Bitcoin's price volatility is well known, but its long-term security also depends on staying aligned with modern cryptographic standards. Work on quantum-safe cryptography, including NIST standards and networks such as Bitcoin Quantum, has already begun and is intended to address these long-term risks years before large-scale quantum computers are widely available. If you care about Bitcoin's long-term security model, hit like and subscribe right now. Protect your digital assets today and stay ahead of the curve.